but how can we do that better by creating more reliable like devices so people can really survive in the real world. So what's next is we challenge ourselves to the most difficult situations for IoT. Is like how do we create some solution in the real world, which means there's no electricity, there's no communication, there's no coverage, even sometimes there's no road. You have to like survive, not yourself, but your like sensors, your devices. So we have been trying to do that, and we also feel excited is about there's so many possibilities and so many potentialities in the wild because it's beyond civilization, and which means if we talk about digital transformation, there are so many things are missing there. But I think for the makers, we already see so many people are trying to do things about biodiversities, trying to do things about environmental protections, monitorings. So I think it's time for us to challenge ourselves towards that. And oh, you already put up that page. So it's about we create a new page called IoT into the Wild. So you can see beyond the previous open source hardware modules we create, we look at the challenges and we categorize them into three parts. Yeah, I think we just announced it 2 or 3 days ago, and we already have more than 150 participants.
Yeah, and a bunch of people applying for hardware, which is an important part to note. There is a free hardware application.
Yeah, there's free hardware, and the hardware is not shipping yet. But I have the first, I'll say, something in my head. So it's going to be this LoRaWAN dev kits. So inside we are going to have the wire terminal. So it's you don't need to do like all the preparations are plugging and it's working. But most importantly, the fun part is this. Yeah, okay, here's my camera. So this is a Groove module. But it's a Groove module. But we have a camera on it. It has machine learning, it has NPU inside. So you can actually do the inferencing on the device. You can change the Onyx machine learning model through the USB-C, then connect it back, like send the inference data back to the controller.
Wow.
So this is I think the first one of the first grooves we made with such a challenging thing, and also it's a very super low power, and we tested it in the field already. I will show you some pictures later.
Yes. I'm so excited about that.
The battery, it can be voice inferencing for like 2 years, and then it's wire terminal module. I think we have shown it for too many times, and plus LoRa. So it's going to be a combination with a tiny machine learning, LoRa, and a graphic interface.
That's so cool.
I believe with the Hexer community, we can create a lot of things. And I'd like to mention again, because there are so many LoRaWAN network established already. You just need to scan a 2D barcode after deployment, and it's connected. And you have the data on the cloud, the favorite ones you want to use. And of course, you can expand more like sensors. And sensors, so it will be all including this kit, the soil moisture sensors, and this is going to be the temperature, humidity, and this is going to be CO2e, like in which you can measure the carbon emissions with this whole. So in my, I think it's the first time we give away so many like hardware together. We are preparing 100 set of these.
Yeah.
So apply for the contest and let us know the ideas you're going to create, and we will send you the kits soon.
Super
and you
cool.
can share. But we don't. I think one big difference for this Hackster context is that we don't want to just show people, okay, this is a possibility, and just redo it yourself. I don't think we need to reinvent the wheel for another 10 years. Like we can share a lot of these creations,
Mm.
because we feel a lot of the solution they deserve to go to the next level, which means we can actually deploy them, like make them into a commercial ready set that everybody can buy from us or from anywhere, from DK Mouser, from all the channels. And then you can reinvent your software on it, redeploy them into different situations and share back. I think only by doing that we can move on to the next level. So after this contest, we will select the potential projects with other judges. We invite judges from conservationists with a different background who really need this
Mm.
kind of stuff. So it's not only from tech companies like us. Okay, we like this. We are passionate about that. But it goes on. We invite people who really has the demands, and they have been working into the conservation, the SDG domain for many years. Like the best thing is from the MSC partners. They work with conservationists. They are system integrator for the conservations. So they, like, we invite Zhao Peng, who is doing the conservation for the panda. Like
Mm.
so they know the constraints and demands. So it's still a show off. It's more like a challenge between who
Yeah.
really the problem and the Hackster community, the makers who has skill sets to accomplish that. So
Yeah.
come to join the real world challenge, and we'll help you to scale that up to make it really commercializable and to sell to the global distribution channels and share the profit back. So
Nice.
we hope this is going to be a new form. So that's the non-story short. We took like 15 minutes to explain the technology behind the contests.
Yeah, and we'll put the link in the description below, of course. There's you can also go to hackster.io/contests and apply for this already. Go register. You were mentioning that you've been asking this question about what can we build next, and you've really laid it out for people in this contest what the exact 5 challenges are that we want to sort of focus on. And we can maybe run through those really quick. We got climate crisis prevention and mitigation. Prevention is one side, mitigation also another thing. Like, we all have to live on this planet, and pandas do too, and so do other animals and things, but we're going to come back to pandas, just a promise. Wildlife and biodiversity conservation of any type. Doesn't have to be charismatic megafauna. We've got marine conservation, open science, and sustainable agriculture. All kinds of different applications for this, like real world challenges for this technology. And you do have this technology. Obviously, we're giving out these LoRaWAN dev kits, which feature the YO terminal, like you were talking about. We've covered that before on the channel. We've got it with Edge Impulse and drag and drop machine learning with CodeCraft. So many different options for people to get started with this kit. But then also, you can take those same solutions and, like